Look at this dude. Look like a college kid, right? But do not let that look fool you though. Bro was deep in these streets, repping one of the most savage sets over East, GMEBE.
Straight on front shot rap, we don't do milli rock, we like the glizzy pop. Let that 40 make you.
The shorties who put the East Side drill scene on the map. Yeah, a white boy named EBE Bandz, aka Billy the Kid, caught the whole city's attention off how he looked. He was the only white drill rapper in Chicago who was really about that life. A lot of street dudes vouch for Bandz as a real gangster who put in work for his set.
Yo, wait, I'll take your cake, take your face. With this Draco, I'll come spray up your place. Yeah.
Bandz rapped what he lived. He was a lean plug at just 13 years old, even sliding and popping at the ops on their block. He was respected by the guys.
In all honesty, I ain't blow up because my shit look real and authentic. Not no fool, you know. My fool is using CO2 guns and shit, boy. Nah, man. Nah. Nah. It ain't like that. Hell no.
But sadly, his ending is like a movie scene. He got tangled up with the cartel. Then they beat him with a baseball bat, dragged him to the woods, and set his body on fire. Before we start, smash that like button, gang, and show Bandz some love in the comments. You're locked in with Hood Edition, and today we deep dive into the story of EBE Bandz. Government name William Pickering, aka Bandz, or Billy the Kid, born July 11th, 1995. Now, bro didn't start out in Chicago. He originally came up down in Dallas, Texas, but his childhood was messy from the jump. Right when Bandz was born, his pops got locked up. Word on the street is his dad had heavy ties to serious drug dealers all over the place, leaving Bandz to be raised strictly by his OG, his mom. Over the years, Bandz had an on and off relationship with his pops, who stayed down in Texas. Seeing no future down south, his OG packed up and made the move to Chicago. But she didn't just move anywhere. She brought him straight to the east side, deep into SouthShore on 79th, a notorious Black Pea Stone stronghold. It's a complete war zone if you aren't built for it. Growing up in an environment like that, surrounded by that drill culture, a young kid from Texas didn't stand a chance. But Bandz did the unthinkable. Instead of folding, Bandz did what few outsiders could do. He locked in with the locals and earned his stripes on the 9. Now, to understand how Bandz became a factor, you gotta understand the map. Right there on 79th and SouthShore, you got EBE, Eastbound Entertainment, or Everybody Eat, aka Jacktown and Angel City. That block is held down by the Titanic Stones, a heavy subset of the Black Pea Stones. Their territory stretches from 79th and SouthShore all the way to 82nd and Coles, but the main block is always the 9. Now further down east, you had another heavy Black Pea Stone set called GME, Global Money Entertainment, aka Roadblock and Burley Boys, holding things down from 87th and Burley to 89th and Mackinac. These two sets were already rocking with each other heavy, sharing the same nation and the same ops. So it was only a matter of time before they officially clicked up to form the alliance. GMEBE, Global Money Eastbound Entertainment.
America is reeling after 9 people were shot and killed in a historic black church in Charleston, South Carolina. In an interview with Xinhua news agency, Chicago rap group GMEBE reacted to the mass shootings.
I feel for them people, man. I feel for them black people, you know?
You just took somebody's mother, auntie.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
They had members like Lil Chief Dinero, JP Armani, Pistol, Aloe, Murda, Kiddo, 7 Mo, and of course, Bandz. These GMEBE guys were day ones in the trenches, going crazy in the streets and in the studio, and they were the exact shorties who put the east side drill scene on the map.
GMEBE, they say we be doing too much, my squad, we counting.
So how does a white shorty from Texas end up becoming a factor for the Titanic Stones and repping EBE heavy? It started out of pure survival. Growing up on the 9, Bandz was watching the older guys get money and run the streets, and he wanted in. At the time, things were rough at home. His OG was struggling to pay the bills and keep food on the table. So around 13 or 14 years old, Bandz jumped off the porch early. He became a young, lean plug, selling weed and whipping up fake activist lean from scratch using Robitussin. Finessing the streets like that can get you smoked. And that's exactly how he met the guys. Bandz ended up selling some of that fake lean to a member of EBE. The next day, the guys realized they'd been played. Dinero and the set called Bandz back, acting like they wanted to buy more, but it was a straight setup. When Bandz pulled up on the block, the guys from the set robbed him blind. But here's where the story takes a major turn. Instead of running or folding, Shorty doubled back to the block completely dolo to stand his ground. The guys had never seen a white boy with that kind of heart. They respected his gangster, realized he was about that life, and saw they could make real money together. From that day on, Bandz was officially embraced by the nation as a Titanic stone, and he started rocking with them EBE guys.
It's really how we met Bandz, like in the 13, becoming a 14. Bandz came around, like what he said, he tried to finesse with the drink, you know what I'm saying? And shit, like once, you know, he came and served motherfucking shit. And the whole time we found out the drink wasn't real. So we called him back, pull up. He wasn't scared to pull back up type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like you in somebody's hood, you just sold it, you know you just got down on with some hit. They tell you pull back up this shit, you pull back up, like what white boy will do that? So like we looked at him different, like damn. Folks says like he ain't no goofy, you know what I'm saying? Like we like that, and like how you coming, you know what I'm saying? Like you just try to get in on some real niggas, but we gonna respect you just off the strength. Like you pull back up, you know, you ain't do no fool shit, and you weren't scared. You know what I'm saying? So we locked in ever since then.
None of these white boys was folks. I ain't seen a white boy like bro yet. And anybody that know him from the rock can say the same shit on the guy. That's white mom. Yeah.
But Bandz wasn't trying to just spend his life posting up on the block. He had bigger dreams. Since he was a shorty, he grew up listening to Eminem, Paul Wall, Gunplay, 50 Cent, Nas, and Yo Gotti. By the time he was 15, the street caught up with him. Bro caught a case and got sent away to a juvenile joint in Missouri for troubled youth. With no music allowed in the facility, Bandz started writing his own rhymes to pass the time. When he finally touched back down on 79th, GMEBE was already deep in the rap game. Bandz locked himself in the studio with the guys, and because nobody had ever seen a white shorty spitting raw, gritty Chicago drill music, his style blew up. He completely stood out, and the city immediately took notice, making his tracks go straight viral.
We up next, man. GMEBE, shout out my bros. Tell these motherfuckers where we from. Bitch, I'm from the east side. We ain't known to let the heat ride. We posted like a street sign. Pull up on you when those drop on the Nissan. And we doubling back just like a rewind. And we sipping on this lean like T-Town. They hear is realer, but we know he lying. As real shit, he a bitch like a feline. And we get into the sack on the D-line. But you from the east side. We throwing up the deuce, no peace sign. Real mans get bands, how we grind. Dropping downs, how you talk about he fake. Well, I don't really give a what he say or she say. Stuff a brick in a rental like freeway. Move it, then we sell it all, no eBay. And then we do it again, just like a reslay. And if you want it, we got it with no delay. But I'm working around clock, there's I lay. I keep 22 shots like C-Day. And got a doctor gon' do whatever the team say. Got bands to do a feature with Green Day. Talking slick, gon' tell your ass to behave. Since I hit us, to run up on you like B-Day. We all real on the block and my team straight. And they shooting in broad day like D-Gangs. If you really want war, let it be known. They gon' throw it right at you like Tebow, so you can catch a touchdown in the end zone.
In 2014, because of the blood ties between Chief Dinero and L.A. Capone from 600, members like Tay 600 and King Von started pulling up to the east side to kick it with the GMEBE. One day the block was hot with action. The guys were out shooting big dice. Von jumped right into the game, while Tay 600 was standing back and peeping the scene. That's when Tay spotted Bandz hanging out in the cut. At first look, Tay thought he was just a goofy white boy that GMEBE was keeping around because he had a car. A clean, foreign BMW. Back then, riding with a white boy was like a cheat code in the trenches. The police would roll right past a white driver, assuming he was lost or praying he'd get out of the hood safely. They never ran the plates or swept the car. Tay and Vaughn were immediately plotting on using him to slide on drills without 12 ever paying attention. But before they could even finish mapping it out, 12 completely smacked the block from every direction. Everyone scattered. Tay and Vaughn wanted to jump in their whip and bail, but trying to dip alone would make them an easy target to get boxed in by the law. Seeing the danger, Dinero and Bandz didn't just worry about themselves. They stepped up, guiding Tay and Vaughn through the cuts and secret gangways of their hood to help them duck 12. In the trenches, when you're riding dirty with pipes and packs, nobody holds your hand. But GMEBE looked out for them, protecting them from getting bumped by 12. Right then and there, Tay respected how they looked out. Still, Tay needed to check the white shorty out to see if he was truly about that life or if he was bound to fold. The next time Bandz pulled up on him dolo, Tay expected him to act like a regular citizen. Instead, Bandz rolled down the window and was already sitting on a whole 30-round stick. He wasn't carrying some little pocket pistol. He had a heavy banger, ready to get down on whoever. Tay knew right then that GMEBE was either putting Bandz up on game or the shorty was just naturally like that. When Tay hit up with Chief Dinero about it, Nero confirmed Bandz was officially one of theirs. They were showing him the ropes, and he was already active. From that day forward, the 600 stopped looking at Bandz like an outsider, locked in with him out of pure respect.
And it's a little white boy, you know. And you know me, I ain't shooting dice, so I'm really like watching the D game, so I peep him over there in the cut. And it's some of them niggas from GME over there with him. You know me, my antennas go up, so I slide over there. I'm hollering at him, yeah, man, I know you is, man. What's up, bro? Ooh, rock with your music, da-da-da-da-da-da. Now I'm like, yeah, I'm doing like this, though, like, yeah, I got one. I got it, okay. So, you know, at first, you know, because, you know, I ain't gonna lie, like, it was like some type of stereotype that went with wax. Like, if you had a white whack, that was like the best whack in the world. Like, can't be a white whack. And he got a foreign. Back in the day, if you had a foreign, it was like, ooh, he got the BMW. Oh yeah, photo for the thing I'm ready. Oh, I got the white whack with the foreign. Just thinking like, yeah, he finna be riding me and Vaughn around doing all type of hits on the road. Our conversation with each other end up getting cut short, you know what I'm saying? Because while we shooting dice, 12 smacking they hood. Now I remember Nero and Bandz, them, they helping me smack, they smacking they hood from all type of directions, folks. I'm like, folks, me and Vaughn, we want to get in the car and try to just bail, but it's like we don't want to be everybody running. We don't want to be on the car sliding. They probably try to block us in or something. So we running with everybody else for them, helping them. Hey, hit this, come in this building, hit this cut, hit that cut, helping us run, me and Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? Like, they helping us get through their hood and helping us evade the police, bro. You know what I'm saying? So when they was doing that, I'm like, oh, okay. I like that, you know what I'm saying? Because usually, bro, when the police come, it's so many dirty people, it's hard to really think about somebody else getting where they need to go. Like, if I'm running with a pipe and you running with a pipe and y'all running with some drugs and pipe and they running with, I'm not finna be stopping, bro, trying to make sure, hold your hand and make sure you make it somewhere, bro. I'm dirty too. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how a lot of people would have looked at it if we was all, you know, running from 12 at the same time. But if phone them stopping like, man, look, this our hood, we got them, man. Y'all need to make sure y'all know where to, so y'all don't get bumped. And I respected that. You know what I'm saying? It was one of them things where it was like, you in our hood, you a guest. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna let nothing happen to you type vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of like, you know, my first introduction to him, but I was rocking with that. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, that turned to me linking with bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you know I gotta fill him out and I'm trying to see what's the whack about. You know what I'm saying? Do I got a whack? Or do I got a a half a whack and I gotta really see what's doing, you know what I'm saying? Now, when I link with him, one of the things that made me instantly like rock with him, folk, and not like in a big way, but in a way that started our relationship off in the right direction and kind of like started when I ended up changing my mind and outlook at him. This was kind of one of the things that I remember that ended up helping changing how I looked at him. When I got in the car with the dude, you know, most whacks, they don't be having bangers. They don't be having a lot of, you know, things going on phone them, like, as far as illegal stuff. They really never do too much illegal when they not around the people that do illegal stuff. Like, when whack homies usually not with people like us, they never done anything illegal. So when I pulled up on him, he pulled up on me, I'm expecting him to actually, so when he pulled up and he had that 30 on him, I'm like, okay, you know, like, I'm like, okay. And you know, you would look at it as a whack, don't do nothing criminal when they not around you. He pull up, he got 30 on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was another thing that I liked, because even if a whack do have a gun or something, they might be licensed, we don't know about it, or they might have some little ass, some 380 or something they hiding, or some, you know, something that they can hide or like throw or something. Man, this man pull up, he got a whole stick, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got something, he ready to get down on the nigga with, like, yeah, I like him, bro. I like dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was like a good sign to me. Like, it either meant like GME was putting them up on game and telling them how to move out here, or he just was that type of dude and he knew he was being around a bunch of niggas who he had to, you know what I'm saying, get up on this game about it. He started moving righteous, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that was a good sign for me, you know what I'm saying? That was one of the things I remember liking about him, you know what I'm saying?
By 2015, GMEBE was making major noise, and Bandz was right at the center of it, sitting down for legendary interviews on Zach TV and Vlad TV with the guys. He was locked in tight with Chief Dinero, who just happened to be the cousin of the legendary L.A. Capone from 600. Dinero was a certified stepper who really caught hats and was about that life 100%. Having a dude like that validate Bandz meant everything on the east side. The whole set showed him love because Bandz wasn't just a studio rapper. Word on the street was he was actively sliding and popping at the ops, keeping his name hot in the streets while spitting heat on the mic.
We turn up with hoes in the projects. Enter my shows in the mosh pit. Phone on my side with the chopsticks. Just in case you want the hot shit. There's no need for talking to y'all. I don't even talk to the law. Spent 30 years hang out my drawers. I'm shooting this bitch till he fall. I pour out codeine in the crush pile. We catch elements at the bus stop. Might fuck the hoe but won't trust us. Used to sell dope out my lunchbox. About to chase, drop a check in your bed. Went to that clear and be back up by 8. Open the safe, put on my mask and run in your place. We need that. I love the jacket for real. We pistol packing for real. Stuff you in back of the veil. Said you gon' act like you killed.
And then he dropped Demons. The track went crazy and ran up numbers on YouTube. The drill scene had seen a lot, but nobody had ever seen a white shorty repping Titanic Stones heavy, rapping raw about the graveyard and his real life ops. But right when Bandz was earning his rail stripes, a kid from Ohio named Slim Jesus blew up out of nowhere with a track called Drill Time, racking up 63 million views. Bandz was mad because he felt completely underrated. He was out here really living what he rapped, while Slim Jesus was going viral off made-up stories, shooting videos with fake pipes.
People who are and people around me, I mean, I'm not out here catching bodies and shit, obviously. Like, I'm fucking smart.
Do you have a criminal record at all?
Nah, I'm straight.
So you've never been arrested?
Nah, I've never been arrested, I'm straight.
Boy, I ain't no next nothing. I've been out before him.
Honestly.
Months, years before him. In all honesty, I ain't blow up because my shit look real and authentic. Not no foolery. Motherfuckers using CO2 guns and shit, boy. Nah, man. Nah. Nah. It ain't like that. Hell no.
Around that time, they had beef with FBG Duck and the whole STL. Bandz had been talking crazy on the net, dissing Tuka and STL's dead homies.
I'm smoking Tuka like a blue one. I'm smoking Tuka. Where they at though, man? Slide, pull up. Man, what motherfuckers on, man? Motherfuckers ain't out here, man. Gang with me. Slide, bitch. Phone them, whole lot of that.
On Stone, bro. On road. Let me see. Niggas talking about fuck roll, all this shit. That shit's dead, bro.
Shit, where you at?
Dinero. Grab me, where you at?
Hey, come grab one.
So sneak this. Lil GM, whatever the fuck, GMBE, broke ass Buford's, whatever y'all name is, bro. I never knew who they was until the white boy. And that's from Zach TV. That's me. Shorty talking about, well, look, man, we trying to get some money. Y'all ain't on nothing though. Well, hey, we ain't gonna speak on that, look. I walk up the stairs and shit. How I'm pulling up. The nigga instantly hop up, the little white boy. Grab his MCM bag. You know me being mutual and shit. I say, everybody hand. What's up, bro? One of these bags. It's a real one, by the way, too. One of these bags. But anyway, I shake everybody hand and shit. Now I look at the nigga and shit before I know who he was and shit. I'm catching my breath from. Yeah, you the next little Jesus and shit. Everybody laughing at his ass, bro. You funny, bro. Yeah, your ass got sold with the ops and shit. Phone them on their way up here. Duck everybody on their way up here. Y'all walk to the back, baby. Yeah. Duck them everybody on their way up here. But why the nigga had a whole nother song to record, bro. He was the 12 niggas from up north. They 100, they was cool mutual niggas, you feel me? You don't no beef with them, you feel me? But they say, yeah, bro. My little homie scared, he don't even want to record no more. We gotta get up out of here. I'm damn what he scared of, cause he did a song with Benji Glow. Yeah, I'm with them demons. What's the name of the song? Demons, ain't know what Benji Go? I got demons, really.
I know who had the first demons.
Then nigga get on Twitter woofing.
Easy Real had the first demon song.
Get on Twitter woofing, boy. You know where we at. We know where y'all at. You send us an address, we pulled up with nobody out there. Cash was up, Cash Out to be exact, pulled up and tweeted and said they shit for the school right here. You feel me? Like, so like at the end of the day, niggas just need to get off.
One night, Duck, Billionaire Black, King Yella, and a whole room full of GDs were holding it down at a club show over in Indiana. Out of nowhere, Bandz pulled up to the venue completely dolo. On the footage, you can literally see Billy scanning the room like, where they at? The GDs were stunned. King Yella broke it down later that they were ready to get on his ass, but they had to look at each other like, hold on, what is this crazy white boy doing here? Bandz shows so much pure heart pulling up to a club packed with his ops that the STL dudes actually respected it. They stepped to him, chopped it up with him, and realized he wasn't folding. They ended up patching it up and kicking it that night because love him or hate him, nobody could ever say Billy the Kid didn't have heart. By 2016, GMEBE was still moving heavy, and Bandz was doing whatever it took to keep a bag in his pocket. Bandz was into a lot of shiesty. Shorty wasn't picky. He was out here scamming online, hitting licks, and stripping dudes in the streets. If it made money, Bandz was on it. That same year, things went completely left when Bandz, Murda, and Chief Dinero plotted on a major lick. The trio masked up and kicked the door to a crib, catching the owner completely off guard inside with his girl and his son. They cornered the dude and demanded he crack open the safe. But when the safe came up empty, Dinero lost it and pistol whipped the dude right in front of his family. 2 teenagers in the house got caught up in the mix too, getting dragged into the back room at gunpoint. Somehow the dude who took the pistol whipping caught a break, slipped out the house, and ran straight to the law. By the time 12 swarmed the crib, the GMEBE crew had already cleared out. But there was a major mistake. The dude knew Dinero personally because he'd let him crash at the crib before. The law put a name to the face, and both Dinero and Murda got knocked. They ended up booked for it and taking a 7-year deal, meaning they had to do 50% and sit down for a 3.5-year stretch. But Bandz, he completely skated on the whole situation. Because the victims told the police they were only looking for black dudes, 12 didn't even have Bandz on their radar. Bandz skated on that home invasion case smooth, but by November of 2017, his luck ran out. It was around 3:30 in the afternoon when 12 pulled up on him over on the 7700 block of Paulina Street. Bandz was just sitting in the whip rolling up a blunt, but as the cops got close, he dipped forward trying to stash something under the seat. They made him step out, toss the whip, and right there they found a fresh Glock 40 with 18 rounds packed into an extended 22-round clip. Rowe got booked for the pipe and the drugs, with his bond sitting heavy at $150,000. He ended up pleading guilty, catching a 1-year sentence with some parole tacked on the back end. But he didn't stay locked up long. The minute he touched back down from doing his time, his first mission was to hit the trenches.
First day back out, man. Out of that county, man. Yeah. East side shit. Yeah. Call me King Killer Clan. I'm back in the land. Glock 23 sticking out of my pants. Y'all know how the fuck jail was, man. Cook County Jail. Goofy hell. But I'm back at it, you know what I'm saying? You dig, you dig. The feds that took my iPhone, so I'm working off this Android, you know what I'm saying? Weak ass shit, but you know, it's all good, man. I'm home, I'm free. That's all that matters, shit. Stay tuned, I had an iPhone back tomorrow. You feel me? It ain't shit. Just light work. Yeah, back in the hood. What's the deal, man? Yeah, Eastside crazy, man. Back out this bitch. I'm back down. I wasn't in there with no damn room. I was in there with a whole lot of K-Town. Off the Mac, I was in there with some Mac boys, Sane and them, JC and them. Yeah, out west got it in the county, I ain't gonna lie to you. Can't smoke no dope, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I need a couple cigarettes before I chill out, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That county will take a lot out. Hey, let it hit, and life no begin. Friend, I just seen who was with me. In the end, had to keep at least a 50 in the Bandz. First day out gonna come out real soon, man. I gotta get back in the studio, man. I got this fat ass band on my fucking leg, man. So, you know, gonna have to figure it out.
He was right back on the block, still active. But his mind was shifting. He was talking heavy about locking in, chasing a major record deal, and using the rap game to finally elevate up out of the mud.
Fuck with D, hey. Mo, Frank. Fuck you on, bitch. Boy? Yeah. Yeah, what's up, bro? Oh, Mo, you look like a club doing that. See what the fuck going on, big gang shit going on. Yeah,
Even though Bandz was fully wrapped up in that street life, sliding, trapping, hitting licks, and doing whatever it took to survive the trenches, he still had a major heart for his people. He wasn't just out here taking. Whenever he secured a real bag, he made sure to double back and look out for the homeless. He was literally out here doing God's work in the middle of the madness, feeding the hungry, and buying clothes for the people who had nothing.
Yeah, man, we up here at McDonald's on Western, you know. Finna hit these streets. Just got like 50, 60 cheeseburgers, man. Hella water. We got it warm too. You know, it's already cold. We don't wanna give them the cold water. Give them the warm water. You see her back there whipping them bitches up. See what's going on, man. I need all the bags. All the bag, we came for all the bags. Bro say he finna pull security at my show for me. Say what's up, man. Tell him who you is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Say you out here pulling these work hours in this Antarctica. Man, at least you got a job, brother. Shit, real shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's all right. West.
Hi. I got some blankets for y'all too.
That one fit you? Alright, cool. Alright, cool. Alright, say no more, I got you. Okay. Yeah, I got that. Say what's up, man. We out here for Chicago, man. We out here trying to help people out, man. I already know. I'm talking about for real, man. We filling trunks up out here, man. Get up off your ass, get out here and help these people, man. Y'all ass be capping like y'all be about this Chicago shit for real, man. I ain't with this shit.
By 2019, Bandz had left 79th and moved out to Rockford, Illinois, about an hour out of Chiraq. Rockford ain't got that same heavy rep for bloodshed like Chicago, which is exactly why what happened next shook the whole culture. In June of 2019, the whole underground drill scene went completely cold. Bandz' mom went to the law about him missing, and his manager, Big C, hit social media, letting the city know that something was seriously wrong. Bandz' house was completely trashed like a home invasion, and his whip was still parked right there in the garage. For 3 straight weeks, the streets were flooded with sick rumors, and nobody knew what happened to him. Then, in late June, 12 finally uncovered his remains, discarded deep in the woods. But the real nightmare started weeks earlier, on May 25, 2019. Bandz got lured to a spot on the 5200 block of Indian Head Avenue. He thought he was pulling up on homies, but it was a straight back door. The minute he stepped inside, he was ambushed. 3 guys, William Arzadi, Colton Kennecker, and Dakota Graff, were waiting on him with bats. They caught Bandz lacking and beat him to death right there. To cover their tracks, they loaded his body into a truck, drove out to a field in Winnebago County, and set it on fire.
The body of an area rap artist is found dead and suspicion surrounds his death. 23 News reporter Ashley Antonini has the latest details on the death of William Pickering.
We're here today to talk about murder charges.
Investigators found the body of William Pickering, also known as rapper EBE Bandz or Billy the Kid, on Thursday. The artist disappeared earlier this month.
Police made several attempts to locate Mr. Pickering with no success. However, his vehicle was located near his residence in the 500 block of Fisher Avenue.
The investigation led officers to 5200 Indian Head Avenue.
Information was obtained that led officers to an undisclosed location in unincorporated Winnebago County, where the remains of William Pickering were located.
And to the arrest of 2 men.
I want to emphasize that these charges at this point are allegations.
22-year-old William Arzadi.
Count 1 is first-degree murder, count 2 is first-degree murder, and count 3 is concealment of a homicidal death.
And 22-year-old Manuel Ramirez.
Charging the offense of concealment of a homicidal death.
Authorities also want to arrest Dakota Graff on an unrelated warrant. Days before Pickering's disappearance, police were called to the Valencia apartments. Someone on scene claimed Pickering pointed a gun at another resident. Investigators will not say if Pickering's death and this incident are related. In Rockford, Ashley Antonini, 23 News.
The state came down hard on the crew, but the justice system played out crazy. Dakota Graff took a plea deal for first-degree murder and got slammed with 35 years. Colton Kennecker got convicted of murder and lying to the laws, catching 32 years behind the wall. Manuel Ramirez, he only helped move and burn the body. He skated on the murder charges completely and got hit with just 180 days for covering it up. William Arzadi, the main factor in the hit. Cops slapped him with $1 million bond, and his people somehow scraped up the 10% cash to bail him out. The minute he touched ground, Arzadi did the race and fled straight to Mexico on a fake ID. The courts tried him while he was missing, handing him a life sentence without him even being in the room. He spent years running, but by 2024, the U.S. Marshals tracked him down in Mexico to finally make him serve that life sentence.
A man convicted of murder in Rockford who didn't show up for trial is now behind bars 5 years later. William Arzadi was found guilty after a jury trial in 2021, but he was not there when the judge sentenced him to life in prison. Arzadi was found in Mexico and brought back to Winnebago County by U.S. Marshals and the FBI. He was booked into the Winnebago County Jail yesterday afternoon. He'll now be sent to the Department of Corrections to begin his sentence. Arzadi, along with Dakota Graff and Colton Kennecker, were all found guilty in the death of William Pickering. In 2019, Pickering was found dead in a field in rural Winnebago County. The three men beat him to death with a baseball bat.
You got a white shorty who survived the grittiest parts of Chicago, a drill rapper who literally pulled a pipe out on DJ Vlad during an interview. He was known for staying strapped and always keeping a tool on him. You don't catch a factor like that lacking unless it's the ultimate backdoor by people he trusted. The streets still argue about why they snaked him. One major rumor claimed RZ had cartel ties and fronted Bandz half a bird of heroin or a half pound of dope. But instead of putting it in the city to sell, the word is Bandz tried to run off on the plug completely. He was known for staying strapped and moving heavy, keeping up with a lot of shiesty activity, so he allegedly thought he had enough muscle to just keep the package and skip out on the bill. In that lifestyle, when you try to rob a major supplier and think it's sweet, it's an automatic green light, and the plug isn't going to let that slide. But those close to GMEBE say it was the exact opposite. Bandz was actually the one looking after Arzad, fronting him packs of pills to sell. Arzadi allegedly started popping the work instead of moving it, got heavily addicted, and owed Bandz a massive bag. Instead of paying his debt, Arzadi gathered his friends and chose the snake way out. And that's how the story of EBE Bandz came to a brutal end. Bandz and GMEBE had major momentum, with major labels looking to hand them a ticket out of the mud. If they had just kept their heads down and locked into the studio, the whole team would have made it out. Instead, all that potential was cut short, leaving the trenches to remember Bandz for how he died, rather than the raw music that made him a drill legend.
We got him and our other homie who died. But we just got it engraved and got Bandz in it too, as y'all can see right here. I feel like it's only right we let her wear it through the course of the day. You feel me? So.
Are you making me a piece now? Am I the only white mama that's piece now?
You know what?
Wow.
It's awesome.
Wow.
Dear William, my beautiful boy, know that I miss you like crazy. I want you to know what an honor it has been to be your mother and have you as my son. You have inspired me to be a better person. I will continue to carry out your purpose on earth to help others who may feel forgotten. Your heart has been shared by your fans and friends, and they miss you like crazy. Your mama is not alone and has become Mama Bandz to many. My beautiful boy, William, you have shown me what love really looks like, and you have changed hearts. You were one of a kind, Billy. You were loved, and you wanted to change the world. You were chosen in Christ from the beginning. You are at home now. You are home free and will never be in pain again. I don't know what life looks like without you. I do know you will always be a part of me, and I will forever feel your strength. My hand misses your tatted up hand. My eyes miss your beautiful blue eyes. My heart longs for your heart, but our memories remind me, I know we will see you again. Keep a spot warm and watch over us from above. Shine bright. I love you to the moon and back. Mom.
So last, I want to say R.I.P. Bandz and my condolences to his moms. You locked in with Hood Edition. We out.